to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders and the champions of the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Ready.
He'll go again here with Irving. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Viking 18. Stay.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 6.
Panther 11. Panther. Here we go. Check. 19 Lion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this. Then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Again, this is Irving. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Right back to Irving. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to tackle the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Got it. Ready? Ready?
They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Chase Nichols wins a kickoff for the Buccaneers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
3rd and 5.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Run out of the gun for Genty. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Vegas.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. 19. Go.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's in! Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now, Cade York for the point after. It's up and good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Bucs take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Room to run past midfield. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 62 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often. And boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Kick is good. Makes it a score. Buccaneers 14. Raiders 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Genty. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. For his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Sammy Lion. Half the 60, baby.
Once again, it's Genty. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup there of Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down, Raiders.
Let's go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
First and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Pump 7, pump 7.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped for a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
York is good on the extra point. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches
Say, Toy, I think I got an X Factor in practice right before we played.
Big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Tight end. Tight end, I just scored. Right in practice before we play, he got the X Factor.
Safe kick taken at the 5.
So I was about to sim it. Fuck it, let me just wait. I forget it.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Has caught right side by Thornton.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot.
You know why we've been so cold? The window.
Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready?
They'll run. It's Kamara. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready, ready?
3rd down. It's Irving. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucks. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Bucks going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. They'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. One caught by Adams. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready? 18, run. 18,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
19 Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Running free is Tart. He's got it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
And the Buccaneers.
Bang the 50.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Now, this looks like a design run, and not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35.
On the stop.
Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
18. Warriors 70. Ready?
There's a reception for Chris Godwin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They're down and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
In trouble, and down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Buccaneers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Let's go. Lightning 18. 79 Broncos. Hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. To return is Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Tight. 19 tight. Here we go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Horton. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Vegas.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On a zone read, they'll hand it to Genty. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast. And these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it? Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Third and 11.
Go! Back row 80. Buffalo 18. Take up.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Raider first down.
Tag. Go.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Keep it on the ground with Genty, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To the outside, it's brought in by Allen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This a 46-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 30.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Eric Stokes, the corner. They're on the stop.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7.
70. Let's go now. Count, nothing.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. inside the 35. That one good for 29.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far. And that's only his first catch of the game. But you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going. So we'll see if that's the case here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Another run here with Kamara. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Right back to Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Panther 11, Panther, go.
They'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. But it's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Balls accurate, balls on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. First down, Vegas.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Genty. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up first and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Genty. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
To throw. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. He's got his big tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, get! Let's go! Ready!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 10.
Ready? 19, top 19, top 19. Ready?
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. A run. Genty finding room across midfield. And he will score. Ashton Genty. Touchdown Vegas. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
York, good on the extra point. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Buccaneers, 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll go again here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
That is wild, bro. Oh, shit.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. He got Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
60 by...
Intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. And the Raiders will take over here. Just past the 30.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you're going to gain that experience the hard way.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys, 7-0. Panther 60.
Short throw that's pulled in by Mares. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Hey, Smash. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. Don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Hawk 70.
They'll go again with Genty. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
70 Lions.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield.
49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll run here. Open space to the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Tampa. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
31. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They put Adams in motion. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that 1st down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Now on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It is a pickup of 18. And by a yard, they get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. They need one right now. 3rd and long.
3rd and 12.
19 tight. Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now.
Pirates.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. denied, and they have taken the lead.
Eagle ran right past.
Minute of play.
This is going to go down as one of the great finishes in Super Bowl history, Mike, and I understand it's not quite done yet, but what a sequence here. Shades of that 49ers versus Cincinnati in Super Bowl 23, Steelers Cardinals Super Bowl 43, a touchdown late in the game that could end up just sealing the deal.
38, Buccaneers 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here comes 2nd down.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. And the
Damn,
Raiders
GG's.
are gonna